Oh, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the first official episode of Snug Songs. I don't think it had a proper name last time, but decided on a name which was suggested, even though it should have been obvious to me, but it was suggested. So here we go. Snug Songs from Snugland in Australia. This week's song is a tune by the Eagles. Apologies if anyone goes, not the Eagles. But I'm going to do this one because it was one of those songs that was sort of pivotal at a certain time in my adolescence. So when I was 15, don't tune out, stay with me. When I was 15, I moved from the town that I'd grown up in, which was basically a tiny little northeast Victorian town, Victoria, Australia, town, which was, 2,000 people with a big farming community around it. And so all the kids that were at the school, and it was quite a big school, they all went home at the end of the day. And in town, there was probably only 2 or 3, maybe 4 kids your own age in the town. So each level of age group usually just had, a few people around. Very sort of different to the town that I moved to, which was bigger, twice as big, still small, but twice as big, but it wasn't a farming community. So everyone stayed there, which meant there was a lot more sort of, action when it came to teenagers. So moving there at 15, just at that time where you're getting a bit hairier and becoming insecure, it was a tricky time. Let's just put it that way. But the good news is that pretty soon after I got there and went to school, I think it was in the first 2 weeks, 2 things happened. I met some guys who played guitars or were just learning the guitar, and I impressed them with my skills. I think I knew bar chords, and maybe they hadn't got to bar chords yet, so I might have, who knows what I played, but I know I played something to them in the school during a recess or something like that. And I might have played this. I might have gone, Anyway, that's not the song I'm playing today. Just stop it. Right. So anyway, 2 things happened. We immediately decided that we'd form a band, which we did, and we were playing gigs in pubs by the time we were just 16. Right. Here's a little picture for you to look at. Okay, so that's obviously me with the flute. It's Ricky on drums, or fuzz, because he had fuzzy hair, which he's still got. Reezy was next, Brendan Rees, and Paul was on bass, looking very cool with his long brown hair. I'm wearing a caftan. Get that, eh? Caftan. And that photo is from a talent quest that we went on local television over in Shepparton for GMV6. Unfortunately, the footage doesn't exist, but we did get a couple of photos, and there is a recording. Anyway, we won the heat. We didn't win the final, but that's cool. And the other thing that happened, which kind of taps into this song I'm going to play, is I met a girl. Well, actually, I was pushed into meeting a girl by one of the school toughs who came up to me one day, a very tall guy with long hair. Everyone had long hair back then. He came up to me and he said, you're going to go out with this girl on the weekend because a girl I want to go out with won't go out with me unless you go out with her best friend because she wants to go out with you, even though I'd never met her. but I was the new kid in town. It was a thing. So we we did. I was terrified. We did go out together, and we went out together. We were basically inseparable for the next 3 or 4 years. Now I've lost my train of thought. So back to the song. I probably wouldn't have even thought of it to do, except I saw a guy called I heard a guy called J.D. Souther, who was one of the co-writers, doing an acoustic version of it, and loved it. And I thought, I can do that. And J.D. Souther's an interesting guy. He was around in California with all those dudes, and he went out with Linda Ronstadt. He went out with Judy Sill. If you don't know Judy Sill, I'll put some links to all of this down in below the description of this YouTube clip. Judy Sill wrote one of her songs about him called Jesus Was a Crossmaker. I'll put that in the link. Okay, without further ado, and I apologise if this is a total bore, but I'm giving this a crack, and like I said, we'll see how it goes. I'll put a time code in the top so you can skip all this and you can peruse it at your leisure if you want to hear me crapping on. So, new kid in town. I was that new kid. There's talk on the street, it sounds so familiar. Great expectations, everybody's watching you. The people you meet, they all seem to know you. Even your old friends treat you like you're something new. Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. Everybody loves you, so don't let them down. You look in her eyes, the music begins to play. Hopeless romantics, here we go again. But after a while you're looking the other way. It's those restless hearts that never mend. Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. Will she still love you when you're not around? There's so many things you should have told her, but night after night you're willing to hold her. Just hold her, tears on your shoulders. This talk on the street, it's there to remind you. Doesn't really matter which side you're on. You're walking away and they're talking behind you. They will never forget you till somebody new comes along. Where you been lately? There's a new kid in Everybody loves him, don't they? And he's holding her. You're still around. Oh, mama, there's a new kid in town. Just another new kid in town. Ooh, everybody's talking about the new kid in town. Ooh, people started walking like the new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. I don't wanna hear it. There's a new kid in town. I don't wanna hear it. There's a new kid in town. That is a mouthful. See you on the next one. Bye.